In this video, we will show how IronNet's collective defense platform, Iron Dome, enables customers to work together to identify and stop malware communications. In this example of IronNet deployment, there are 3 instances of Iron Defense across 3 customers. Each Iron Defense instance receives network traffic from the customer environment and analyzes it using IronNet's proprietary suite of behavioral analytics. Any anomalies are enriched by IronNet's expert system and then ranked in terms of severity. Finally, the information is anonymized, correlated in Iron Dome, and shared with customer SOC teams, enabling them to respond to and remediate threats. In this particular scenario, a user at Company A unknowingly downloads a malicious application from a third-party application store. This is a common situation with many corporate assets such as laptops and mobile devices that move in and out of the network or where there are remote workers at home. The user brings that compromised phone into their corporate network, syncs to their work laptop, and the malware on that compromised device then beacons out to the offending bad domain 1, exposing the network to data exfiltration or other dangers. Iron Defense analyzes the behavior by identifying correlating traits such as TLS fingerprints, self-signed certificates, and beacon size and frequency. An alert is created, and it is scored by the Iron Defense expert system. Based on an analyst review, it is then rated as malicious. The malicious activity notification, as well as the underlying analytical behavior, are shared into Iron Dome with companies B and C. With this knowledge, a threat intelligence rule is created for the bogus bad domain 1 and shared with all Iron Dome members. So, if Company B sees any activity from that domain that has now been rated as malicious, an alert will be generated immediately. Often, hackers will use the same malware hidden behind different domains. Let's say Company C gets infected with the same malware using a different domain name. In this case, a previously benign domain that hadn't been renewed. For example, a blog site called Bad Domain 2. Because IronNet's correlation doesn't depend just on things like domain name, Iron Defense can identify behaviors from the previous malicious activity, which are then used for correlation. When alerts marked as malicious in one customer are detected in another customer through Iron Dome's collective defense, a high-risk notification is sent out to each Iron Defense instance that has a matching activity. High-risk notification analysts can immediately triage that activity, do their own investigation, and mark the corresponding alerts as malicious as well. As in the previous example, that information is sent into Iron Dome and automatically shared with all customers so they see incoming threats more clearly and can act more quickly. Increase visibility into your threat landscape, reduce the impact of an attack, and optimize your cybersecurity investment through the power of collective defense with IronNet. Get started today.